Hello dear students, welcome to Eklavya E-class. Today I am going to explain you the poem A Photograph composed by Shirley Tolson. As the title of the poem itself explains that the poem is about the memories. Here in this poem, the poetess has very beautifully depicted the sweet memories of her mother's childhood when she looks at a photograph which is framed in a cardboard. As we know that a photograph always reminds us the incident, the memories related to the time when that pic was actually shot. So here also the poetess is sharing her experience. The poem starts as, "The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so, all the three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera." पोएटेस एक कार्डबोर्ड में फ्रेम्ड फोटोग्राफ को देखती हैं. उस फोटोग्राफ में पोएटेस की मदर, जो उस वक्त 12 ईयर्स ओल्ड थी, अपनी दो कजिन्स के साथ सी बीच पर खड़ी हैं. तीनों गर्ल्स ने अपना एक दूसरे का हाथ पकड़ा हुआ है एंड ऑल द थ्री आर स्माइलिंग थ्रू देयर हेयर. मीन्स सी बीच पे द विंड इज ब्लोइंग और उनके बाल उड़ के उनके चेहरे के ऊपर आ गए हैं एंड थ्रू देयर हेयर ऑल द थ्री आर स्माइलिंग, स्टैंडिंग फॉर अ पोज. और वो जो फोटोग्राफ है वो शूट किया गया था उनके एक अंकल के द्वारा. अ स्वीट फेस माई मदर्स दैट वॉज बिफोर आई वॉज बॉर्न. ये जो फोटोग्राफ शो कर रहा है मदर का स्वीट स्माइलिंग फेस, वो मदर की चाइल्डहुड का है, जबकि पोएटेस वॉज नॉट इवन बॉर्न. एंड द सी विच appears to have changeless washed their terribly transient feet. फोटोग्राफ में दिखाई दे रहा है कि ऑल द थ्री गर्ल्स आर स्टैंडिंग होल्डिंग वन अनदर्स हैंड्स टाइटली. और जो सी वाटर है वो उनके ट्रांजिएंट, जो स्टेबल नहीं है, वो फीट वॉश करके वापस जो है लहरें मोड़ रही हैं. Here, in these lines, the poetess has presented a contrast between the sea, which is eternal, never changing, and on the other side, there is human life, which changes very rapidly. In the next stanza, the poetess says, some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. "See, Betty and Dolly," she would say, "and look how they dressed us for the beach." After that incident, some 20 or 30 years later, इस इंसिडेंट के करीब 20-30 ईयर्स के बाद, when the poetess was born, and once it happens so that the mother looks at that photograph once again, and now she explains that incident to the poetess. उस इंसिडेंट को वो रिकॉल करती हैं और पोएटेस को बताती हैं कि देखो फोटोग्राफ में बेटी और डॉली बोथ कजन्स आर विद मी, और हम लोग सी बीच पे जाने के लिए किस तरीके से कैजुअली ड्रेस्ड अप हैं, और वो सब याद करके द मदर लाफ्स वेरी फ्रीली, खुल के हंसती हैं मदर अपने बचपन की मेमोरीज को रिकॉल करते हुए. एंड नाउ द पोएटेस इज रिकॉलिंग दैट इंसिडेंट. The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter, both thrive with the labored ease of loss. When the mother was narrating that incident, तो मदर के लिए वो childhood golden time had become a thing of past which could not be brought back now. And for the poetess, now that laughter, that sweet face of the mother has become a thing of past, because the mother is no more now. She is dead. Both arrive with the labored ease of loss. The mother at that time, recalling the sweet memories of sea holiday, and the poetess now, they both regret with a fake smile on their face the loss of both of them. It was not so easy, but with great effort they have accepted the reality that the things once gone can't be brought back. In the last stanza, the poetess says, now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, and of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. The poetess says that it has been a long time since her mother is dead. Now she has accepted the reality. There is no way to bring it back. She has taken it as the reality of the life, and therefore she has nothing to say. There is a deep silence all around, and the silence is so quiet. The poetess says it seems as if the silence itself is making everything silent. With that, the poem comes to an end. The poetess has used different literary devices very beautifully in this poem. She has used figure of speech, alliteration in the first stanza, in the line, stood still to smile. Alliteration, as you know, is the figure of speech where there is a repetition of the same letter. So here the poetess has repeated the letter S 3 times, saying stood still to smile. Similarly, in the last line of the first stanza, she says terribly transient. Here also she has used alliteration. Next, she has used the figure of speech oxymoron when she says with the labored ease of loss. So in labored ease, she has used two opposite words together. That's why it is oxymoron. And in the last line, when she says, its silence silences, she has presented silence, which is an abstract idea, but she has presented as a person. Therefore, it is a beautiful use of personification here. That's all with the poem. Thank you.